can you enter draconic Wicca or the path of the dragon if you don't feel a dragon? That was a question sent to me from someone who watched my video. And that is actually also a very good thing, actually. Leave in the comment section what I should talk about next, because if you have a question about the dragon's path, I would be glad actually to answer this question, because for 17 years experience, I'm actually glad to talk about the dragon. And so give me some ideas to talk about the dragon. And also, if you like the topic that I talk about, then leave a like. That would be very nice of you, of course. So yeah. Can you enter draconic Wicca or the path of the dragon without feeling a dragon? Because he said, I cannot feel the dragon. I don't feel dragons. I don't feel gods. But the topic actually of draconic Wicca and the dragons in general, it is actually something that I like. I love dragons. I love dragons, but I do not feel dragons. Is it necessary that you feel a dragon, that you have a dragon by your side to enter draconic Wicca or the path of the dragon? Because I would love to try it out. And then I said, of course, you can try everything out as much as you want. Also on the dragon's path, you can try the dragon's path out. Just see if it fits you. See if you feel comfortable with it, because that is the entire point of spirituality, that you feel comfortable with this. I never felt comfortable in Christianity, so I stepped out of it. Now I feel very, very comfortable on the dragon's path. This is my path. This is what you should take. And that is also why I continue the dragon's path, because I also tried it out. I tried it out, but of course no one said it to me that this was a real spirituality. But I tried the dragon's path out, and eventually it seemed that I am some kind of home actually on this spirituality. So yeah, in fact, you can, of course, you can. You can enter the draconic Wicca or the path of the dragon without feeling the dragon, but that is actually something that I later on say to him, because he also responded later on, and he was actually going on the dragon's path, and he was actually very comfortable inside of the dragon's path. You don't need to do magic, you don't need to do rituals, you don't need to do anything. You just love dragons and you want to go inside of the dragon's path. What in fact is the dragon's path? The dragon's path is a search for the dragon. That is also what he asked. Can I summon up the dragon so that I can convince this dragon to be my dragon, to be by my side? I said to him, of course you can. Of course, but there is just one thing. If you succeed in this, that is not really, I mean immediately that it said this to him, I said this later on. There is one thing that you have to know about summoning dragons. If you want to summon dragons, know that not all dragons can be summoned. Not all of them. In fact, there are just a few that can be summoned. And by summoning, I mean asking them, not commanding them, because that is a big mistake that people make. Not commanding the dragon, but asking the dragon to be here. And why can they be asked to be here? Because you already have a connection with this dragon that is being summoned. You know, the one that can summon a dragon is the one that is already a dragon witch. But a lot of people just don't know that want to go inside of the dragon's path, because it seems fit, it seems natural that you follow the dragon's path. Then I say that to him, of course, you can try it out, you can summon the dragon, you can try everything out, just explore, try to explore everything. Explore about this path, and if it seems that it isn't your thing, then just go out again and just find something else. But if it's your thing and you are comfortable in summoning dragons, in being with the dragon, in searching for dragons, and just living just with the love for the dragon, that is enough actually to go on the dragon's path. The love that you have for the dragon, because people who don't feel a connection or don't feel anything for the dragon, there are so many people who don't feel anything for the dragon, well, those people cannot even see or feel a dragon spirit. For them, the dragon spirit is invisible, non-existent. But for the dragon in itself, these people are non-existent as well. So a complete distance from each other. But this man felt so much for the dragon, yet he doesn't feel his dragon. Now feelings, the feeling that you have that your dragon is by your side, this is not something that we all can have. It depends on who you are and what your spirit is and how strong your spirit is. We cannot all feel our dragons. There are a lot of dragons that I later on experienced, later on that I felt them, but these dragons were always there. And yet I didn't feel them for so many years. I only felt my one dragon, that the one that was succeeding in going to me and touching my spirit. But yet for the other dragons, and still to this day, I cannot sense them all. That is just a thing that you need to learn from your own instincts and how many dragons there are there. A lot of people on the dragon's path, they have this doubt. Is there even a dragon by your side? Your own emotion for the dragon, your own feelings are betraying the fact that there are dragons by your side. It could even be that there are so many dragons that in this lifetime you will not feel them all. Feelings, the feeling that you have, this connection that you have, this requires a lot. So many things. Not only the trigger that you have from the dragons, but also because this trigger has released one of your dragons to you. And once this happens, they can touch you. Once this happens, you can feel the first dragon by your side. And that is what this man and a lot of people on the dragon's path don't have. They have dragons by their side. They have a lot of doubt. They sometimes don't even believe that they have dragons by their side. And yet there are so many of them. And that is the entire point of the dragon's path. It's a search and a journey to find the dragons, to find your own spirit, and to find where you belong. That is the entire point of the dragon's path. There are so many different kinds of Wicca. Wicca in itself is a religion. It's a religion, we don't follow that. But a draconic Wicca or other kinds of Wicca are spiritualities. Normal Wicca is right hand, that is a religion. And other forms, practically all other forms of Wicca, because it seems like it, are left-hand spiritualities. And here we explore ourselves. Here we explore and experience the spirits ourselves. This is all free to do whatever you want. That is also the entire point of draconic Wicca and also the other kinds of Wicca. But in fact, why do they call it Wicca? Because it's also involving magic, involving gods, involving spirits, and involving a lot of things that we do for them, like making an altar, for example. But the thing that we don't is to follow other people with this. If I say to him, I'm your priest, follow me and you will feel and experience your dragon. Well, no, that is not how it works. But in Wicca, in normal Wicca, this could be the case. That is also a lot of difference between us and a normal Wicca. They just say draconic Wicca because it's some kind of Wicca. And yet, it is just simply a very solitary spirituality. A solitary spirituality where other people cannot say what you need to do. Because you might be lost in whatever people are saying. That is also what the thing that I want to say to everyone who follows the dragon. Just focus on your own mind, not people who are saying what you need to do. Because people can be so loud in this world, and you need peace and quiet to hear your own instincts and to know what you really need to do. There are so many questions sometimes that people ask about the dragons, and that is normal because we don't know a lot about them, and yet we can discover everything inside of our own feelings and instincts, and that we have no doubt on ourselves or what we feel for them. So yeah, the answer is actually, to return to this, the answer is, if you don't feel your dragon, you can of course go inside of draconic Wicca or the path of the dragon. You can do this as well. You can do this as much as you want. The dragon's path is a search for your dragon. And I hope you will find your dragon all. So, my brothers and sisters, be blessed.